Let me put some good old music. So, when we last left off, you found a goblin ambush. You also found about like a carriage with a dead horse and a blood bleeding somewhere up north, and a well, just the carriage didn't seem to have anything in it, but it looked like it had been sacked. Um, and yeah, you found 4 goblins hiding in the bushes. Now, I don't want to take over alchemy and Pax, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take um, 1 goblin out of commission,
Wait, I
saying
see
that they're
alchemy
fighting
online.
him.
I see
Mhm.
alchemy online.
Oh, have they joined? I mean, I did tag him, so
Tag him
maybe
again.
they're a little bit late. Oh, it's not working. I'm still gonna remove 1 goblin though, because Pax is missing. So we're gonna say you found 3 goblins ready to ambush you, not 4.
Okay.
Okay.
For the sake of, if this is gonna be too easy, don't worry, it's gonna get harder later. mm. Well, he seems to be online, but on mobile. And it is like 30 minutes past, so I think if he hasn't replied
He's
yet,
typing.
you know. Oh.
Well, he was.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Damn Corona.
Messing up game plan.
Yeah, I mean, I can forgive that. It's fine. So. Dan, you there? Nice. Nice. Alright, so yeah, like as I said, we left off, there was the carriage, broken down. Phelan, you managed to stealth everyone up pretty nicely. And you saw these goblins in an ambush. And the last time we left off, I'm pretty sure we left off with you guys about to surprise attack them. And we already have. Oh no?
I wrote down alchemy goes strolling off towards goblins. They try to attack him, and Phelan shoots the goblin who's attacking first.
Huh? Yeah, yeah.
That's what I
So,
wrote.
okay, in that case, alchemy did kind of a dumb move, in my opinion. But yes, they all tried to attack him. Um, and you shoot one of the goblins before it attacks. So, roll an attack roll, and I assume you're shooting the one that's on your side out of the 2 of them, right?
Yeah. Short bow.
Okay. That unfortunately does miss.
Wait.
You don't manage to hit it.
Okay.
Yep. It's got a higher AC, unfortunately. But yeah, as your arrow flies through, Alchemy gets attacked by the 2 archers, who are going to... Oof. Well, why is there no damage? I guess I'll calculate the damage on my own because Roll20 is glitching out. 1d6 plus 2. Oh.
He's
Oh.
at 0.
Oh. Well, the thing is, there's only one target, and the other goblin is also attacking him
Oh,
at the same time, but misses. Um,
well, at least
and the
he's
third
unconscious
goblin
now,
jumps
probably.
out here. Yeah?
He's unconscious now.
What?
Alchemy's unconscious.
Does he only have 8 hit points?
Yep. Me too.
Incredible. Yep, so Alchemy drops down, getting shot by the arrow, and a third goblin hops out of the bushes here. And this is where we start initiative. Alright, so Zilla, you're going first with an 18.
I forgot how to do the initiative thing. Click on my character and then...
I think it's already there because we rolled it last time.
Okay, so just a normal...
But you know what? If you want to re-roll it, go for it. Every one of you. You need to select the token and then you need to go on your character sheet and roll initiative. So Kali, you rolled a 13. There's already Big B in here, so I'm just gonna put your like number in there. Very much for Big B. And speaking of which, can I change the Big B's token to like the one that you actually put there? So like this one. There you go. Alright. So, first one to go is... Oh, Zilla, you re-rolled? Oh no, that's an... How did you... Oh yeah, you rolled a 4. You re-rolled.
You were showing
Okay.
something earlier, so that's why he rolled 18, I think, before.
Yeah. Cool. So I guess the goblins went first, so like Phelan, you go first now.
Okay, I shoot again at the same goblin.
Sure. Go for it.
That's...
That unfortunately misses.
And, can I
Oh,
hide? Try to hide? Or that is already my...
actually, no, my bad. That hits because it's not wielding a shield right now. This one has a bow. So you hit. Roll damage. And yeah, you could bonus action hide right after that. I mean, technically speaking, you were hidden as it was, so you had advantage.
Okay.
Oh, no, because you shot the bow. Sorry, my bad. You're good. Either way, you hit. Roll damage for the short bow.
Okay. I did already? 16?
No, that's an attack roll. To roll damage, you click on short bow and it rolls the thing.
Well,
Because you see,
that's what I
16
did
is...
both times.
But 16 is a 1d20. You get it?
Oh, okay.
You don't...
Oh,
That's just to see if you hit or miss.
Damage type.
You need to do the damage die, yeah. That's still a 1d20. So, what you do is you see short bow, the like the lettering that's right under the number. If you hover on it with your mouse, it goes red. That's because you can click on it.
I forgot.
Yep. No worries. So you do 6 piercing damage. This goblin gets fucking shot in the shoulder and almost falls down to the ground dead, but manages to hold itself on its one leg. Just like, pretty much. And bonus action hide, you need to roll stealth for that. I'm trying to eat my bagel far away from the mic so you can't hear me. Yeah, you're super hidden.
Cool.
Big B, what are you doing? You saw, you saw Alchemy get down to the ground and die.
Big B instantly goes and puts cure wounds and also tries to speak goblin to the people, to the attackers, basically saying stop it, please.
Alright, so you approach alchemy with cure wounds. So you move yourself all the way over here. I'm gonna move your token for you. Roll cure wounds. There you go. 9 healing. This thing like brings him back up to full.
Nice.
So he's like waking up like, what happened? And in the meantime, you're telling the goblins to stand down, and they kind of seem a little bit shaken for a second. Try to roll a persuasion roll. So to do that, oh, you're doing it. I'm afraid it doesn't work that well. They seem still determined to fight you. That's your turn, right?
I guess, yeah.
So I don't know why we are back to Phelan. I think there's 2 Phelans, so I'm gonna remove that one. That's Alchemy's turn, who stands up and is gonna use his card attack. So first one hits for 2, and the second one misses. So he's gonna do 2 damage to the goblin over here, and the goblin that was barely standing is gonna fall down to the ground with a card lodged right in its skull.
Nice.
We're not gonna count Wrath. I assume he's fighting that like 4th goblin out in the distance. These guys don't know what that was doing there. So it's Zilla's turn now. Zilla, what are you doing? Let's put in practice what you learned. Okay, do you attack the goblin at a distance or do you go up close? You have a crossbow, so you can attack at a distance. Okay, so go on your character sheet and you can choose if you want to mock it or if you want to like attack it with a crossbow, and click on it so that I can see the attack roll, the damage, and everything. Very nice. Okay, so it needs to do wisdom saving throw, and you're insulting it hard. It fails. It takes 4 psychic damage. What do you say to him, by the way?
Shut up, you malabazi like a practice of Legos.
Your mother was a whore and your grandmother smelled of elderberries or something like that. Oh, I guess no. You know what? You're not even saying anything because Zilla is kind of mute. You're JoJo posing. You're straight up JoJo posing. That's what's happening. You're doing like a very important pose.
Looking at him with judgment, like, be ashamed of yourself, like.
Yeah! That's the gift. This is what Zilla is doing.
Nice.
The goblin sees you like put your ass out like that, and it's just like, what? Ah, my brain! And it has disadvantage on its next turn, which is great because that's his turn right now. The goblin is gonna try and like very confusedly try to attack you, Zilla, with its bow. It's gonna be first one. Well, it has disadvantage, so either way, it misses you. This other goblin sees its dead friend finished off by alchemy and tries to step in front of alchemy and attack him with a scimitar. And 13, I think, hits alchemy. No, it's got a 15, so alchemy dodges.
Nice.
I was about to say I
And
just healed him.
yep. And that's Phelan's turn again. You have two goblins still alive.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
one of them has just been posed and sassed hard, so he's not that doing that well. His ears are bleeding, his nose is bleeding. He's just like
yeah, but I'm gonna attack the one that's attacking alchemy,
sounds good.
just in case.
Hmm.
And I roll twice because I'm using a stealth attack. That's advantage.
Yeah, sure. 15 hits.
Okay. Also sneak attack.
Yeah, you got that. You destroy this goblin. This goblin falls to the ground dead. Do you want to describe this in a very specific manner? Up to your imagination.
Just shoot an arrow into his brain, I guess.
Yeah, you just managed to like it's about to strike alchemy again, and alchemy just sees this arrow go right through its skull, and just looks back at you like, "Whoa."
Metal.
Do I still have a bonus action?
You should, yeah.
So then I hide again.
Excellent. Roll stealth again. That seems to be good enough.
Okay.
Bigby, what are you doing? There's still one goblin up. It's been heavily sassed by Zilla.
I use my light crossbow.
Nice, you shoot it. Oh, it worked on your character sheet. That hits. So, click on light crossbow, the thing that showed up. Oh, whoa, that's a critical.
Nice.
It just this thing like just also gets shot through the skull, almost worse than Phelan, pretty much. And like that, you're out of combat as Wrath finishes off the last goblin. Everything goes quiet.
Whew. I go check if there's any arrows that I can grab back.
Big B is shaking
Yeah.
a bit as he realizes what he'd done with the crossbow.
Yeah, he's yeah, that's unfortunate. And you do find all your arrows. Are you also trying to loot the goblins?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, roll me an investigation roll.
I just corrected for 17 to 20 again. Investigation.
Oh, that's pretty good. So, you investigate and you find about I'd say 30 arrows between the two archers
Cool.
and about 10 gold pieces among all the corpses, as well as a scimitar and two short bows and a shield.
Let me write this down.
Do keep in mind that if you choose to grab all of this and carry it, it's gonna go on your carry weight.
Does a cleric uses shields, right?
A cleric does indeed.
So, Phelan asks, Bigby, do you need a shield?
Big B is holding back tears as he looks at you. I I guess so.
Then I give it to Bigby to use.
He clutches it tight as it comes into his hands.
I feel bad. Oh my god, I've hurt the child.
He's trying hard not to look at the dead bodies where he's covering himself with the shield.
Oh no.
Also, I divide the 10 gold pieces so that each of us gets 2 because it's like 10 divided by 5 is 2.
Yeah. 2 gold pieces each. We should put this in loot in a group so everyone else that isn't here can see.
Okay, so
Mm.
I don't know how much that is.
I'm gonna put it. So I'm gonna be like 2 short bows, 1 shield, and 1 scimitar. And I guess you're taking the 30
Arrows. Yeah, unless.
arrows because you're the only one with a bow. So.
Okay, so I'm taking the arrows. I'm putting down 50 arrows now.
Sounds good. It's always good to have arrows.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see a path of like a little bit of blood through the bushes with your perception roll from before, heading up north. The carriage though seems empty. You do see the mark of Barthen's provisions to the side of the carriage. You recognize it because it's the same mark that the carriage you were given had. And there's a little bit of leftovers, mostly like rope and some mining equipment, but not much.
I asked the other, should we take the mining equipment just in case?
Bigby just sort of shrugs. It
I
wouldn't
think
be
this is
right to steal stuff.
What?
Like Bigby sort of shrugs and says, it wouldn't be right to steal stuff.
Well, there's no one there, and when we return to Barthran, or whatever his name is, we can give it back to him.
He looks down the ground. Okay.
So I guess we take the mining equipment.
All right. You find about 60 feet of rope, a pickaxe, and I'd say a shovel, and some torches. I'd say about 5 torches.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it. All right. I'd say this is the point where Raph says somebody should check the carriage. You guys go on ahead. I'll make sure this place is safe. And this is my excuse as to why Wrath isn't there.
Okay.
Quality.
Actually, no, my bad. I don't want to do that because if we don't finish this session with the complete dungeon, then it doesn't make sense. Oh, no, you know what? I can make it work, sure. So
The
Raph
what?
is gonna look. Well, let's just say if you
Spoilers.
finish this session.
The what?
No, it's not spoilers. It's like if you finish this session in the middle of your adventure without coming back, Raph, the dungeon is not like the actual dungeon. It's just what dungeon masters call their, settings.
Encounters.
Encounters, yeah. So I'ma say, yeah, Raph stays with the caravan. They might reach you later on, decide to see what happened. But for now, they're off. And I think the same is gonna... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep Alchemy there, just because that way I have an NPC that you can interact with. I'm just gonna take over him for just a little while. Nothing too crazy.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So we check on the carriage, like Ref said.
yeah, so that's what you find in the carriage. You also see a trail of blood that's leading north into the bushes.
Ah, okay. I saw previously with my perception investigation check.
Yeah, with your elf eyes.
Okay. So I guess does everyone know about blood the blood trail, or do I have to inform them of it?
They don't know, but you can inform them of it.
Okay, so I tell them about the blood trail that goes north from the carriage and ask them if they want to follow very carefully.
Bigby looks at the blood trail and barely hides a gasp. If someone could be hurt, we have to follow.
I agree. So I guess we follow.
All right. So, what's your marching order? Who is in front? Who is in the middle? And who is in back?
I I don't know. I think I should probably go first hiding, like invest
Don't you
just
know
in
you never
case.
speak
It
of
is
hard
a good tactic.
clerics and all
Yeah.
Scouting
that.
ahead.
hmm So we're gonna have Phelan in front. The Big B, do you want to be in the back or in the middle?
Back.
So Zilla and Alchemy, and then Big B in the middle. I mean, Big B in the back. My bad. So you keep going up this path. Every now and then, you manage to find a little bit of the trail that leads ahead. Like you find like I don't know some moved leaves, some like dirt that's been a little bit shaken up, some drag marks, and you just keep following this path. I need you to do me perception roll.
Everyone?
Not everyone, just the one in front, Phelan.
Ah. Eesh.
Ugh.
That
Damn, why you gotta be blind as a bat?
it'd be like that. All right, you keep moving and moving and moving, and at a certain point, you put your foot on something and you hear a click. And suddenly something is about to wrap on your leg. I need you to do me a dexterity saving throw. You manage to dodge just in time as a coil of rope is about to wrap onto your leg and gets pulled up off a branch on top of the tree. You get the sense that if you had failed, if you were less quick, you would be hanging upside down right now.
I don't want to be rude, but like, no duh.
I quickly caution everyone else to be prepared just in case if we're in another ambush.
Yep.
Bigby
Stealth
clutches
and go
his
check.
cross for protection.
It's prayed to Godia to keep you, like, without a trap. Alright. Uh, if you continue up ahead, I need you to do me another perception check.
Okay. Ah,
Oh dear.
another natural one for perception.
You are blind as a.
You should be good at this.
No, I mean I have like 5 proficiency, or I think I even have. Do I have for perception? Do I have Let me check. If I have the expertise, I don't know how to check if I have expertise.
You know what? Because Zilla is right behind you. Zilla, do me a perception roll.
Oh, nice.
Whoa! You critted! That's
Nice. Thank God.
incredible.
Phelan is blind as a bat. Brazil has the eyes of
Of a dragon.
Zilla's got its dragon eyes, you know? So, as you guys keep proceeding, you see Phelan go up ahead, and she seems to like not notice. She's looking up at the trees, like the opposite side of where she should be looking. And Zilla, you see just below her, there's clearly some leaves that have been shuffled around to form a pit trap. Zilla, you manage to grab her shoulder and push her back just as the pit trap opens up, and you see all sorts of spikes in there, including one that has a goblin impaled on it.
Oh, thanks, Zilla.
Bigby
I
shrieks
say
as he sees the
embarrassed.
dead body.
Bigby does what?
Bigby shrieks as he sees the dead body, like turning away and clutching this cross even harder.
Bigby's not having a good time. Shit.
Well, Bigby's a healer, so of course he wouldn't like seeing dead bodies.
I'm gonna say Alchemy puts a hand on your shoulder trying to comfort you. It's very awkward. He's not the comforting type, but he can sense your unease.
Bigby turns to Zilla and like smiles softly, like happy that someone took notice.
Aw. I guess in that case, Zilla, put their hand on your shoulder if Daniel is okay with it.
Oh,
Oh my
look at
god,
that
the
smile.
gift, Dan! Oh my god, is that your lizard? Is this a video you took? Because that's Daniel's actual lizard.
Oh my God, it's adorable.
Oh,
That
it's a
happy
different
smile.
one? Aw. Alright, Dan seems to be good. So, Zilla is like reassuring you, but they're not talking.
Little
Um,
Bigby gives
how deep
Zilla a
is the
small hug.
pit?
Oh, the pit is about. It doesn't say, so I'm gonna say it's a 20-foot fall. Actually, yeah, 20 foot.
So I better not
So
risk
it's
it. Trying to see
yeah.
what the goblin has for loot. I'd rather not risk it.
It seems to be similarly dressed to the goblins that ambushed you.
Okay, so we're on the right track.
It seems like it. These goblins that like lawless people, like especially you, Phelan, with your wandering around in these lands. You know these are bandits, most likely.
Okay, I turn
They're
around and inform the other three that that these are bandits that I know of, that I've had encounters with before.
from what they dressed.
Yeah, from what I
The way
see,
they're dressed, you
they're
assume,
dressed.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're some of the looters, raiders, and bandits in the area.
yeah.
All right, so you keep going.
Mhm. Everyone, do we keep going?
Mm, hold on, real quick. Does I make a like? Do I see any
Do you see what?
flowers?
Do me a investigation roll. I'd say you have a hard time finding flowers. This is a little bit of it's foresty, but it's also a little bit arid as a landscape. So, but you do manage to find one small daisy in in a corner. You
Bigby,
pick it up.
Bigby pets going to dead drop Says,
It's kind of
You're cutting out a
interrupting
little
her.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, he basically said he pets the daisy and picks it up, and he goes back to and the guy.
Still cutting out.
I kind of get the gist of what you're saying, but yes, you're cutting out a little bit. You put the
Better.
daisy on the goblin? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I dropped the daisy.
Oopsie daisy. Well, I'm taking that's what happens, and as that happens, you guys start hearing a river, a small river, kind of like more like a stream, really. And let me see if I got water here. There you go, ASMR.
Cool. I remember that fungi treatment that Barth was talking about. That, I mean, that from the internal infection that his kid has, that I saw with medicine. I remember that you said that it was in the woods, but it was rare, right? So can I just
It was quite rare.
check
Yeah.
if I can see any of those fungi around?
Do me a nature roll. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yay!
So, you know this kind of fungus would probably grow in caves, mostly. You'll also know that he mentioned having some of it in the carriage, and the carriage was empty, so clearly the contents are somewhere,
Okay,
you know?
cool.
But you don't really see it in the forest. You could try, attempt, and look for it, but it would take days, you're pretty sure, to search for it, unless you get really, really lucky, you know? Alright. So, you guys arrive, like, you guys see a stream as you keep following the tracks through, Phelan's expert tracking. And,
Expert tracking.
Expert with air quotes.
if you want to place your tokens on this new map that I put you in, somewhere at the beginning here,
How did I do
where
tokens again?
you click on the tabs on the right, and then you drag your token in, pretty much. Like, you see Bigby, you click on it, and you drag it onto the map. If you can't do it, I'll do it for you. But, like, I'm just trying to, like, get you acquainted to the software. That's why I'm putting you through these checks, pretty much. I'm kind of glad that the other two who are more expert aren't here today, actually, because this is great for practice for you guys.
You see, it would be better if I was on my computer, but my sister had to take the computer for classes.
Oh, so you don't have a computer right now?
Yeah, I had this situation.
Oh, in that case, you wouldn't even be able to do that, so I'm gonna put your token in for you. Alright, so you get to here and you see, following the goblin's trail, you come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads on into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. You see a cave. It's not big, but it's where the stream is coming from, and there's just a small path on the right that goes in. Phelan, and actually all of you, I need you to do... What's your passive perception, actually? Let me see. 12... 14...
Where do I see that? Oh, okay.
15... Okay, so Phelan, with your passive perception, you know that you can hear just a little bit of chattering coming from the thickets to the right, around here.
Okay, I whisper this to everyone around me and tell them to be wary that I hear something in the thickets, and I stealth and go over, try to go see what it is.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Here goes hoping. It's a good one. Okay.
Pretty good. You seem to almost vanish suddenly. And as you move in closer, you're able to see this part of the thicket. There is a small campfire here, and there are two more goblins. Two more bandits. They seem to be talking to themselves in Goblin. Can you understand Goblin?
I don't know. Let me check. I have common, elvish, and orc as my
Yeah, so you
languages.
wouldn't be able to understand. They're like, and the other one is like, pretty much. That's how goblins sound.
Okay. But I do
Bigby is
remember
offended.
but I do remember that Bigby understands Goblin. But so I don't know. I stealth back to where my fellows are and tell them what I saw, and ask Bigby if he would like to go to try and see what they were talking about, or if we should just ambush them and attack them.
Bigby thinks for a while and he has ears click. I pretend to be a bandit because they didn't know.
Um, I'm sorry, Bigby. Your mic keeps cutting you off. I think it might be a setting that you can improve on. You might want to go to voice and video and put yourself on voice activity and lower it so that your voice activity isn't automatic. Like, instead of automatically determining input sensitivity, like turn that setting off and then just lower the volume filter to a certain level so that your voice can come through. Because I think this is like Discord. Oh, yeah, it's working now. It's pretty good. I can hear your voice.
Yeah.
Try saying
So
something.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's working. You're doing good.
So like
So what's
Bigby's looked for a long time and like his ears perk, and he says, "I have an idea. Why don't we pretend that I'm a bandit? They wouldn't think much of me."
We could, but I don't think we should because you're not dressed like them. They would know immediately, probably.
It's worth a shot. I can get more information.
Okay, go ahead.
He beams and like I guess goes where Phelan was near near like the edge of like where they are, the campsite.
yeah? So Felon, you're still hidden. Bigby, are you trying to hide or are you just walking in there?
I guess he's trying to hide too.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Well, actually,
So
this
as Phelan waits in the woods, Bigby, you seem to like move right to the edge of this thicket, trying to look in at these two goblins, but not trying to be seen. And just as you do that, you trip on a branch and fall flat on your face in front of them. They both turn towards you and they're like, huh? They just look at you and it's just like, hey, who are you? One of the goblins says.
Bigby gets up and like dusts off the dirt and says like, "Hi, my name's Bigby."
Bigby? I don't remember having a Bigby in the cave. Like, are you new? Are you coming from
Oh,
Crackmont Castle?
yes, I'm just new here. Oh, would you please show me the way?
The way into the cave? Okay, but you might want to dress better there. Actually, do me a persuasion roll. Do me a deception roll right now. With advantage, because you're a goblin.
How do I do advantage?
You just roll twice, and you take the higher number.
That's my deception. Oh my skills.
Wait, what cast
There
did
it
they
is.
ask if she was coming from? He was coming from?
Nope, that was history.
Cragmaw Castle. I'm gonna,
Crag-
type it down.
MAW?
Uh... Like that.
Yeah, my highest is 16.
They're like, you must have been dropped in the head as a child, haven't you? Why are you wearing that? Wear some armor, man. I mean, fuck, what's his name? 1 second. Looking for the name. Clark is gonna eat you up if you don't, take better care of yourself. So is Klungnuck.
Bigby smiles like out of barely hiding his anxiety. Is just like, oh, I'm sorry. Would you be so kind as to lend me some spare clothes, if any?
Would you be so kind? Hey, Bob, this goblin has manners! The other one is like, oh my god. What kind of clutch raised you, kid?
Bigby feels his face go high as as his ears snap down. I have I have been raised in a very respectable clan.
Oh yeah, what's that? You're clearly not from King Grohl's clan. Did you get captured? Did you did your clan send you off somewhere?
No, I left.
Ah. A clan traitor, huh? Well,
I wouldn't call myself a traitor. They let me leave.
they just look at you and squint. But because your deception was pretty good, they're like, Bob, can you take the newbie up to Klungnuck, get him equipped or something? You get assigned your position. And Bob is like, sure, Joe, I guess I'll do that. Just stay here. Don't fuck it up. Not like we got anything to do, but knowing you, I know you can fuck up. Joe is like a fuck up. And looks at you and Bigby and is like, alright, come with me, I'll get you introduced to the crew.
Bigby smiles and tries to find Phelan in the thicket, giving a help look.
Yep.
What look?
Help me look.
Oh, I tried to. I don't know what to do. I was thinking that I would let Bigby go ahead with one of the goblins and shoot the other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something. If you guys want to take a non-violent approach, one thing you can do in the game is before you attack, you declare that you want to just knock someone out and make it non-lethal. And you can do that.
Okay.
It's something you can do.
Now I want to see where this goes.
Alright. So you're getting taken up in a cave and leaving your friends behind.
Yeah, I want to see where this goes.
Okay. So, as you walk inside the cave, you start hearing the howling of wolves in a cave to the right with a small staircase going up. You're like, woof! Arr! and they're just snarling, you know, they're just clashing against chains. And Bob looks at you and is like, if I were in you, I wouldn't walk in there. These guys have been starved for a while. We throw undesirables at them now and again. You know, some people just don't taste good in stew. Might
Lovely.
as well have the wolves eat them. Classic, standard stuff. Oh yeah, this is like our cute little river. If I were you, if you ever hear some like alarm sounding through this cave, you want to get out of this cave fast. He keeps like walking up.
Okay.
Thank you.
If he would turn around, would he see the other goblin?
What do you mean by if you would turn around? Who turn around?
If the goblin Bob or whoever leading Big
Yeah.
into the cave would turn around now, would he see the other goblin?
At this
If
point,
I
they're
attack
quite
him.
inside the cave. At this point, they're quite inside the cave. They might still hear sound.
Okay, so if I stealth towards the goblin and just, I don't know, grab him by his throat and kind of knock him unconscious by strangling him a bit, would they hear that?
If you manage to cover his face as you knocking him unconscious, no. But
so- Yeah?
consider that you're not being not a monk. What I would say is like you probably use your dagger or something like that to knock him unconscious, and just say that you're doing a non-lethal thing.
Okay.
Like
So
you're hitting
I-
him with the handle.
With a blunt handle into the neck, yeah. Okay. I'll do that. Try that, and then if this succeeds, I'll go quickly back towards the other guys in our group, and tell them what happened, and so that we can follow Big B.
All right.
So
So you stealth up to the goblin, and he doesn't see you. You manage to get right behind his back as he's waiting, like dun dun dun. What do you do?
I do a
You have
non-lethal
advantage
attack.
because you're stealth.
I do a non-lethal attack.
With your dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. So do an attack with your dagger with advantage. Roll again. Oh my god.
Oh, pass.
So, I'm gonna do, for comedy's sake, I'm gonna say that he seems like you see Phelan creep up behind this goblin that's just trimming his nails, and you see her approach with a dagger ready to strangle him from behind, and just as he moves her arms close to like knock him out by grabbing his throat, the goblin just like bows down to pick something that he saw on the ground, and you see just Phelan swing wide. You want to try a bonus action stealth again to see if he doesn't notice you at all?
Yes, please. At least my stealth is good.
You vanish back behind the rock, and he doesn't even notice that you tried to assassinate him. Do you try again?
Yes.
So is this gonna be
Go
a back and forth thing?
Probably.
Then fire, then
Until I
miss, and then fire,
Until I
and
manage.
miss
Okay.
both times.
Does this hit?
Okay, this one hits. Let's see if you crit. No, you don't crit, but you still like
No,
do.
That's
sneak
the-
attack
that's,
damage.
That's the advantage because I'm stealthed. Or
Yeah,
not.
yeah, I know. But like, when you have advantage, it's still good to roll again in case you have a nat 20. Also,
Okay.
roll sneak attack. Yeah, you knock him out instantly. He's just like, and he's on the ground, unconscious.
Okay, I quickly and quietly go over to the others and tell them what just happened, and that we have to follow Bigby into the cave now.
I think the others probably like saw you swing
Yeah.
wide that first
Okay.
time or something.
Then I
They were
loot.
hit. They were far away, but they were seeing you or something
Okay.
like that.
I also loot the goblin that I just knocked unconscious.
You find about 4 gold pieces on him, as well as another short bow and 20 arrows.
Okay, I leave the short bow. And
Alright.
take the end. 20 arrows, he said.
There you go, and 4 gold pieces.
Okay.
Damn,
I
Phandelver
take
got
the
arrows on
arrows,
arrows.
but leave the short bow because I already have 3 like now.
Yep.
Okay, so I 70 arrows.
Beautiful. So, Assassin's Creed here, like just like stealth mission. Anyone, the Zilla, are you doing anything in all this? Lovely. You see this like white dragon just look at like Valen, just like what the fuck.
Exactly.
While Bigby's here, like getting pseudo kidnapped, like help me.
you kidnapped yourself, son. So, as all of this is happening, Bob seems to be taking you up further, and it's like, oh, that's Roger. He's like the alarm cave passage guy. You know, it's okay, Roger. We're not enemies. This one is new meat from Castle, Cragmaw Castle. Some clan betrayer or something. Not that we mind. Ha ha. And Roger Waves is like, a whole ass clan betrayer? Man, they're running out of people to send us these days.
Bigby is very uncomfortable as he waves back.
Yep. They keep going up. Does anyone in the crew try to follow them?
I try stealthing. I mean, I just go over there and tell them that we should follow them? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna say in this case, alchemy probably casts pass without a trace.
Yeah, I was just about to suggest that. Because I remember he does that.
Oh no, he doesn't. He can't cast it because it's only 1 per long rest. He can't do it.
Oh.
My bad. So, I guess in that case, alchemy just stealths behind you guys, but you keep going up the thing. Zilla, I'm assuming you're following, so I need you to roll me a stealth roll as well, and I'm gonna roll one for... Actually, I'm not gonna roll one for alchemy, I'm just gonna say he manages, because I don't want to fuck up the session, just because... Yeah. Ooh, Zilla is sneaky.
Nice.
Sneaky lizard.
I just imagine
roll
like a
stealth too.
cute white dragonborn. Like,
Yeah, you roll
really
stealth too.
Sneaky.
Yeah, you guys are a sneaky team. You seem to
I'm
be
the only one that
fine.
isn't sneaky.
Do you all have dark vision?
I think I have it.
Cool. I'm looking at alchemy. I think alchemy is going to say, I'm gonna stay here, guys. Just make sure this guy doesn't wake up. I would be useless in there. I can't see in the dark, and if you guys are trying to stay stealthy, you know, if anything happens, just run over here. I'll protect you.
Okay.
And just stays behind.
Stay safe.
And yeah, Team Lizard Elf Stealthy Boys follows after Bigby. Alright. So you keep a moderate distance as this goblin is giving Bigby the tour. Does Zilla have dark vision? Oh no, Zilla doesn't have dark vision. So Phelan, are you helping Zilla?
Yeah, I could have him grab my hand, take my hand, so I lead them forward in, further
Alright,
in.
so yeah. So, Zilla, you're taking Phelan's hand as you move further in. You're also holding part of the wall with your claws to make sure that you're standing on your feet. But thankfully, even though you can't see much, you're still stealthy enough and you can still hear the goblins talking as you walk further in. You definitely see this cave with wolves rattling chains just the which start like they don't seem to notice you passing, but they're like slightly growling, you know, and like, "Grr." And you definitely see, well, there's a few uneven stone steps leading up to a small dank chamber on the east side of the passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with the stench of animals. Savage snarls and the sound of rattling chains greet your ears, where 3 wolves are chained up just inside the opening. Each wolf's chain leads to an iron rod driven into the base of a stalagmite. There's quite a few stalagmites. You also see quite a few bones here in the rubble around here. Much. That's Phelan. Zilla, you only hear the growling of the wolves.
I whisper to Zilla what I'm seeing, and tell him that we should move forward. Ignore the room for now, because I'm more worried about Bigby than about the wolves. They probably can't see us, I hope, because we're stealthing.
Yeah. Alright, Zilla, do you agree with Phelan?
He agrees.
Yeah. Zilla just gives a big thumbs up and hopes that Phelan can see it, because
I can
Zilla
see.
can't fucking see it. Alright. Biggie, you're being led by Bob. You pass through Roger, and you're like, alright, so, moving farther up, this is where we keep our pools. And here, you see a dam. It's got, like, some kind of mechanism, right around here. And, well, let me reveal the whole area first. It's got some mechanism here and here.
So it's like a
and
water like purifying thing.
it seems to be some kind of like how do you say it? Like what beavers build? Fuck, what's the name?
Maybe a
Damn.
fishery.
Damn, fuck. I fucking hate not having words these days. Anyway, the water seems to come from a fixture into the stone, right about here. It fills up this pool, and then there's a dam, and then there's another pool, and then there's a dam, and both dams have mechanisms for them to be lifted. In the cave, you also see 2 goblins just chilling over here. That's Seth, and the other one is Ricky. Hey guys, meet the new recruits. Some clanless loser they're sending us. Fresh meat, at least. And the 2 of them just wave, just like, annoyedly. Taking them to Klinknock.
Bigby waves while glaring at the back of Bob's head.
And yeah, he takes you through this, like it goes up the stairs through this tunnel up onto the bridge. Takes you through it. I think by the time that you're crossing, I'm going to say, Phelan and Zilla, you see Bigby crossing the bridge above. I mean, Zilla sees nothing. Phelan, you do see Bigby crossing the bridge, being taken up somewhere. And you manage to stay hidden from the sight of the goblin there.
Okay, I quickly whisper to Zilla what I'm seeing, and tell him that we need to hurry on a little bit faster if we're to catch up to them.
The bridge is 20 feet up. You could use an athletics or acrobatics check to climb up instead of
Stealthing.
like doing the long way, but
yeah.
you do risk getting seen though if you do that and fail.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stealth because I'm more because we're always stealthed, so they don't see us anyway. Probably.
Okay.
But I still ask Zilla what he thinks we should do. We should try to climb up or just follow the road.
Just a
The
bit whispering very
path.
quietly
Yeah.
to each other. And Zilla is just quiet, so he's just using hand gestures mostly. And what's Zilla's reply to all this? More thumbs up.
Yeah, more thumbs up. Okay, so I still don't know.
More Zilla
Okay,
is fine. You also see, by the way, some kind of like gravel passage here. It seems difficult terrain. You could probably climb up it, but like it probably needs another skill check. It seems like your feet would like get into the stone and you could easily slide down and make a lot of noise. So you guys continue up through the dams, to the dams.
I don't
Pretty
know
much.
where the tunnel is leading on the left, so we're going where we know that they already went.
Maybe went.
Probably. Yeah, I'm not confident enough to go up there because I don't know
Fair enough.
if I knew if I played this map before, for example, and I knew that it would cross the road we're crossing each other, then I could probably try, but I don't. So
Yep. No metagaming.
okay, so we
So-
stealth further.
Okay. You managed to keep your stealth so far until you get to this corner and you notice that there's goblins clearly looking at you, but with your high stealth rolls, you guys manage to just wait for a second until they're distracted and get through to this tunnel. Obviously, there is one goblin right here at the bridge that you're gonna need to get past through, but we'll get to it later. So, Bob takes you through this tunnel all the way here.
It did cross. Okay.
Yep, into this big ass room.
Oh, F. That's a boss, right?
Oh God, no. What
Maybe.
has Bigby gone into? Oh God.
Yeah.
Your choice.
You decided to split the party. It's never a good idea in D&D, but you know, you decided.
I
So
wanted
he's
to see
taking-
what happened for character development.
He's taking you all the way to here, and I'm gonna describe what's in this room right now. Give me a second. So,
I love the Kermit gift.
there are 6 goblins in this den. One of them is bigger and better armored than the others. And as you notice him, you notice that like Bob is like, Klingnuck! I brought you some fresh meat! And this big armored goblin is just, straight up looking at you like, oh, like that's Klingnuck. I'm gonna remove one of these and put this because this is Klingnuck, pretty much. It's like, if you can see the image.
Yeah, he's cool.
That's Klingnuck. And what else do you see in this room? It's a large cave divided in half by a 10-foot high escarpment. Steep natural staircase leads from the lower portion to the upper ledge. The air is hazy with the smoke of a cooking fire and pungent from the smell of poorly cured hides and unwashed goblins. Basically, what it's saying is it smells like piss in here.
Uh-oh.
Bigby tries his hardest not to gag.
Yeah. I'm also gonna remove a few goblins because this is gonna be too hard of a fight for you guys otherwise, I feel. Let's keep it to 4. And actually, no, 4. Yeah, 4 is fine. I think 4 is okay. So, yeah. This Bob takes you in there, and Klingnock, standing on this like ledge 10 feet above, is like, I'm busy right now. Also, why is there just one of them? We were waiting for a shipment of 4 to 5 people. And you notice that next to him is a human man that is gagged and beaten to a pulp, pretty much. And Klingnock seemed to be busy doing some kind of interrogation to him.
That must be the guy that was doing the carting.
He looks like this.
Hot. Just kidding.
He looks like a salt and pepper daddy.
Imagine like this, but because this is a Western setting, it's more like he's wearing heavy, cowboy armor. Pretty much, I don't fucking know how to put it. He's got a
Extra thick
poncho.
burns.
He's got a poncho. He's got some heavy clothes underneath.
Cowboy hat, a fedora.
He definitely doesn't have a fedora right now,
Okay.
but you feel like it might be somewhere in this cave.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like, well, what am I supposed to do with them? They're here, they're just alone. And Klingnock is like, I'll come back for you later, human. And starts walking down the stairs, approaching Bigby. And who the fuck are you? Why are you alone? Where's your friends? You should have come from Crackball Castle about 2 days ago. You guys are late. What happened to the rest of you?
Bigby bites his tongue and speaks up. First off, hello, my name's Bigby. Second off, I don't know how I really got here. I just remember waking up in the forest and yeah, I met lovely Bob here and yeah, I guess I'm part of the shipment.
Do me a deception roll for this one.
Good luck.
Not with advantage.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Did I do the second one?
No, I would have
Stop
given
doing
you
this to me.
advantage if you had been more convincing as an evil goblin, which you really weren't convincing as an evil goblin.
Because you're not an evil goblin.
I mean, I was about to like get evil with Bob if he called me clanless one more time.
Fair, I can't wait to see Bigby snap at some point. He's just like, ah. So King Clark sent you and you guess you're part of our shipment? What are you talking about? Also, what are you wearing? Where's your piss-tan armor?
Bigby tries to like toughen up because clearly his natural nature isn't going to cut it, and he goes like, and he sort of does a flourish with his cloak, looking better than you.
What do you say? Sorry?
He like does like a small flourish of his cloak,
Yeah,
and
but
like stares. What?
what's the line after that?
Well, I am certainly looking better than you.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Nice one.
Roll me a straight up charisma roll here to see the effect of this. So you just click on charisma on your character sheet. Whoa!
Oh, nice.
We got ourselves a goblin with a sense of fashion, huh? Is this how you like to spend your money? Dumbass shit, if you ask me. But sure, you can join our ranks. The other goblin kind of pokes Klingnock. He's like, he's clanless, chief. I think he might have just snuck in to get a clan. And the chief is like,
Does Bigby
well,
hear this?
I think they're not being stealthy about it.
Okay, time to get mean.
Time to get
Yeah,
what?
these goblins are not nice to you.
Time to get what?
Bigby, time to get mean.
Ah,
Okay, what
Bigby
are you
looks
doing?
Bigby looks Bob dead in the eyes and says, with a cold, stern voice, he's like, "I am not clanless. I purposely left from my clan with consent to search for knowledge, and I do not appreciate you calling me such a name."
intimidation check.
Um, sure.
Damn it! Wait, no, that's investigation.
Investigation.
Oh, nice. Go Bigby.
The Klingnak looks at you. It seems to like be laughing at you, and at a certain point, he starts gaining a certain amount of respect. And he's like, "So if you're clanless, why the hell would you want to join us, kid? I can tell you're up to no good, but why would you want to be with the Kragmaw bandits?"
Bigby sort of shrugs, keeping the tough boy attitude. Why the hell you here? Extra food and place to piss?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pays well. But we're also kind of, off on our own. There's not a lot of goblin clans left.
I know that more than anyone. I've traveled enough to see that myself.
Fine, you can join us. Are you good with a weapon? How good are you at stabbing? Can you murder people? Have you killed before?
Bigby's ears flick down as he remembers the goblin before. Yes.
He's like, sounds good enough for me. Hey, fresh meat is fresh meat. Meat. Give this guy a short bow, guys. Also a scimitar. And some letters. And for the love of fuck, keep them away from my quarters or Clark's quarters. If Clark sees him, I don't think it's gonna be all nice and kind as we are. And yeah, he just starts walking back up, and he goes back to the human that he was torturing. And Bob just says, all right, just wait here. I'm gonna get some stuff for you. So you just chill in there till you get given equipment.
I can't hear anything she say.
Yeah.
What was it?
So the goblin has left to give you equipment to make you join the Kragmaw bandits. So, you just chilling there? Waiting for the equipment? With all these other goblins just looking at you suspiciously?
Is the scary one on top there?
Yeah, it's on top. Up the staircase.
Then I can't get to the guy without looking weird.
You can walk up there, but yeah, it would look weird, especially if you haven't been equipped with anything,
Okay, I'm gonna just take the safe bet and just like stand there.
Okay. Phelan and Zilla, you guys have good stealth, but as of right now, you have a goblin on a very narrow bridge. Not looking at you guys, but still kinda, in the way to get to the other side. What do you do?
I'm declaring non-lethal attack. For
Oh, are you gonna go for it again?
yeah.
Knowing your track record.
Okay, dagger, right? And
Yeah.
twice because I'm stealth.
Advantage. None of them hit. Um, he also kind of swings. Like he also kind of like just like I would say like he feels a swoosh of something as he tried, but like do me a stealth to see if you manage to stealth back up again.
Please. Okay.
He's like, ah, I thought I heard something. Like Skyrim. Just like, huh? Huh? Must have been my imagination.
Just like math, like just like solid snake with the exclamation part.
So, do you go at it again?
Yeah. Someone. Just a minute. Let me just write as a note. Fail. Okay. Nice. A crit. And a sneak attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, just
Jesus Christ. You don't even, just roll damage. I don't think you needed to even roll sneak attack, honestly.
okay.
That's
Oops.
just a d20 roll. You want to
Oops.
click on dagger.
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay. So you did 10 damage. Yeah, it's down. It's passed out on the floor.
Okay, I gently drag him back to off the bridge so that no one sees him, just in case.
Yeah.
I hide him, and
Where do
then
you hide him?
just off the bridge, like
Okay, so
where
you
I'm
drop him
standing.
down?
I'm where I'm standing. I don't
Oh,
want to
okay.
drop him now because
So
that would be heard.
okay, you leave him in the tunnel. The tunnel is kind of like devoid of anything. So
I
to
just
hide him, you could.
I just leave him there, just off the bridge so that no
Okay,
one sees.
sounds good.
And
Goblin is here.
Oh
okay.
wait, I forgot that he has a cloak of useful items.
Who? Bigby?
Yeah,
When did you get that?
I had that the entire time.
Was it something that we agreed on? Because if you start at level 1, you usually don't have a magic item.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was probably on my D&D Beyond thing, and I just remembered suddenly I had it.
Yeah, it's probably because it's a character you've used for other campaigns. Maybe?
Nah, I just made it, and I thought it would be
Oh,
cute
okay.
on him.
Yeah, I feel like I could let you keep it, but then I would need to give a magic item to everyone else, you know? I
That's
guess
fine, you don't have
Zilla
to.
has its magic stone. Yeah, no,
That's
I'm
fine,
sorry.
you don't have to.
It's a powerful item, and I don't feel like it's balanced right now. But yeah, so
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to.
meanwhile, Phelan has pulled a Skyrim twice in a row, and Zilla's just watching in awe as this is happening again.
Okay,
Or like,
I take Zilla's hand again and stealth.
that's not too bad.
Okay, so
Zilla's kind of already stealthed. You didn't break stealth, so
yeah,
you're
okay.
fine.
We move forward.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to get up to here, and you kind of hear the conversation with Klingnock and Bigby as you're at the edge of this cave. You also seem to start seeing some of the goblins in there. You know, there's quite a few. By the time all this is ended, Bigby, you're given some. Let me check your armor right now. Your armor class is already pretty good. So you're given just an extra pair of leather armor, and a short bow, so you can add those to your inventory, as well as 20 bolts. And yeah, it stinks. expecting
Okay.
to wear it.
Uh, Bigby is so uncomfortable.
Also, they have no sense of like personal space or hygiene or like not showing your body. Like they're goblins. They literally fucking change on the spot. So they're kind of looking at you weirdly when you're not changing right away.
Bigby, Bigby begrudgingly starts to just strip and get back
Oh
into
my god.
the sneaky leather armor, like convincing himself
Alright.
he has to do it for the team. He has to do it for the team.
Alright, you put yourself in the stinky goblin armor.
Oh.
And you're there. And when you're done, Bob says, "Well, I should be getting back to my outpost. I'd say wait till Klingnak is done before you ask him your tasks. Maybe go talk to... What the fuck was the name of the guy on the bridge? I forgot.
What was it?
Fuck.
Robbie something.
Robbie. Maybe go talk to Robbie. In the meantime, he's bored on that bridge. And he just leaves.
He doesn't see us. Okay.
You're stealthed, so I'd say you managed to just hide in an alcove as he passes through.
Uh-oh.
Actually, no, never mind. There's no alcoves here. So he's approaching you guys. He doesn't see you right away, but he's coming through.
Skyrim stealth again. Try to knock him unconscious.
See how many you take out. Go for it. With advantage.
Okay, nice.
That hits.
Let's just take a note.
Roll damage. Phelan is scary, guys. Phelan is a fucking assassin.
I'ma just add like the rest of my stuff by the time we're done, since this tablet's stupid.
Okay, 7 plus
Yeah.
sneak, right?
Yeah, no, you're already making him pass out. You don't even need to roll sneak attack.
Okay.
Bob is out of commission. Bob is passed out in this corner. Didn't even manage to like scream, you know?
I feel like
Okay,
I
I
feel
drag
like
him to the bridge, and leave him just here. Yeah, just there.
I feel like Bigby
Fair.
would be like, oh no, Bob is dead. Like, oh no, not the dickhead. What the hell do you think I'm supposed to say?
And I stealth again. I forgot.
Well, Bigby, you probably wouldn't even notice that Bob got like but as soon as like
No, but if he did, Bigby would just be like, oh no, not the dickhead. The hell are you supposed to think I'm saying?
yeah. But yeah, you guys are like approaching Bigby. Bigby, what are you doing?
I am actually Skyrimming a dungeon. My way.
Yeah, this is like what rogues are supposed to be doing, and in my entire career as DM, I've never seen a rogue do it properly. Like, they always are like, oh, I attack him, oh, I guess that failed, I'm not gonna try stealth again. Whereas you can do that as a rogue, you have a bonus action for that.
I'm loving rogue.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Bigby is sort of like looking around, trying not to move much in this piss-smelling armor.
Mm.
He looks back onto like where Bob is and sort of sees two figures that seem sort of familiar.
Yeah, I'd say you notice something in the shadows, and just like mostly the white scales, what looks very much like Zilla. I mean, what else has white scales like that?
His eyes light up in relief and he smiles, like knowing that his friends are coming for him.
Aw. So what are you guys doing?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if I should look for a stone on the ground and chuck it into that where can I point? Where do I point again?
You press on a cursor at the very top, and then you hold it onto the map.
Okay. Good Chuck
Click
it.
hold.
Chuck it somewhere here.
Okay. So you chuck a stone there.
I'm thinking if I should do it. I don't know yet. So hard. Because there's so many. Okay, I try it. I chuck a stone into the thingy here.
You pick a pebble and you chuck it down, and as you like chuck it, you hear like, and most of the goblins start looking that direction. They're like, Klingnak stops his torturing of this human, who every now and then is like, I won't talk, and looks at you, Bigby, who are the closest, like, hey, you meat, go check out what that was.
God damn it! Bigby sort of like smiles sheepishly and like begins to tiptoe where the sound was.
So you get over there and you notice like there's definitely a rock that fell down there. But you're far away from people's ears at that point.
Mm, I have an idea, but I don't think it's smart.
I mean, like, stupid ideas are the basis of D&D, honestly.
Like, I have an idea, like, to pretend that Bigby's being attacked so that most of the goblins are there, and then Phelan and Zilla can come in and sneak attack.
To be honest, I was thinking about that too, but yeah.
Can I do it?
You can do whatever you want. I just provide the consequences. But
Okay.
don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you guys. I'm nice.
So Bigby looks at the rock, and as he looks at the rock, his gears start turning in his head. He looks back at the figures, knowing that's his friends, and suddenly comes with an idea. And like, he just instantly like throws himself off, like fake screaming, like.
Is like at this point the goblins all come in. They're like, and like Klingdog just looks at them. He's like, well, what are you doing there, you assholes? Go and check out what's wrong. Sound the alarm. And yeah, the goblins start approaching your position. You
Guys, this is your cue.
Yeah, I think. But, well, I'm asking you, how loud were you with your screaming? Like, pretty loud, right?
Yeah, he tried to do his most with his blood. He tried to do his best blood curdling scream.
Alright, yep. Then in that case, 3 goblins are coming your way. And I'm say, do they look like, I'm gonna say you're like here, and they come here. They don't see Zilla or Phelan yet. They're like, hey, new meat, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you screaming like that?
Bigby is like on the ground, like curled up in a fetal position, like groaning, like.
Oh my god, nice voice.
What the fuck happened, kid? Come on, you can talk to us. One of them crouches down on you. Are Zilla and Phelan doing anything in the meantime?
We're still stealthed.
Y'all
Yeah,
better
you're still
do
stealth.
something
They're
because
not
my
seeing you.
performance.
You can do a surprise round if you want. You have a surprise round, so you can. But clearly, there's 3 of them, so
Yeah.
the
That's
way
what I'm
this is
worried
gonna go
about.
on is probably.
Do you want to do the surprise
I mean-
round, Daniel? Okay, we're doing the surprise round. Surprise
All right,
attack.
let's go.
I'm gonna shoot my arrow into this goblin here with a sneak
Okay,
attack.
go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, advantage and That the first one hits, so roll damage with sneak attack.
Okay, that and a sneak.
That instantly knocks it out. I assume you're trying to be non-lethal.
If I'm shooting with
Or do you?
with an arrow, no,
Yeah,
because
okay. Sorry,
I'm too
it's
worried
out.
for Big B right now
Fair.
to worry about.
Zilla, are you shooting as well? You have advantage because you're stealthed. Alright, so I assume you're shooting with your crossbow and just roll click on it 2 times because you have advantage. We're gonna take the higher number. That's the wrong one to click. You should click the one that's on attacks and spellcasting. I'll get there.
What's happened?
We're waiting for Dan to shoot. There you go. Roll again. Do it again.
Nice.
Both of these are very good. So now on the chat, you want to click over light crossbow, and a number should appear. Like you want to click on the text. Ooh, yeah, you killed this goblin instantly as well.
Nice.
And now I need you all 3 to roll initiative. And if your initiative is higher than the 3rd goblin, he's likely to go out like a light too.
Ugh.
I'ma just roll normally. I can't do it on turn based.
Nice. Daniel, go for it.
Sure. So Big B, I'ma roll for you and just adjust the number because you're having issues. So you had a 13. Zilla, you have 1 more attack. You shoot the other goblin. You're not stealthed anymore, so it's just 1 roll this time. It's this goblin over here. It's just around this corner, so the best way you can shoot it is if you move forward. Pretty much. Oh, I guess Kali left. Man, some issues. Hope they come back. Oh, well, welcome back.
Yay.
Yeah, you hit, Zilla. Click on light crossbow to roll damage. You hurt it, but it's not dead, unfortunately. And it's being not dead. It just gets an arrow and looks at you, Zilla, and it's freaking the fuck out because a white dragon came out of nowhere and shot him. Speaking of which, you managed to shoot him normally because there is a campfire in the room, so you can see just a little bit. If it was in complete darkness, it would have been much harder for you to shoot.
It would have been with a disadvantage.
But yeah, pretty much. So you would have had to roll twice and take the lower number. But in this case, because there's a fire in there, you can see. And this guy's holding his shoulder. He's looking freakily at his 2 companions that are dead. He's looking up. He's looking at Big B, who's still on the ground, crouched, and he's like, "We're being attacked!" He grabs his horn and he starts like
Big B instantly tries to scream
sound.
louder than him.
Yeah, it's, I mean, you really don't manage to beat a horn and your action isn't there yet, so he just flares the alarm, and as he flares the alarm, you, kind of see Klingnuck turning around, looking at this, and he's just like, "Don't worry, Big B, I'll save you!" And he starts coming close.
I almost feel bad.
He starts going to fucking attack Zilla. So it's gonna take out its scimitar and try and slash at you. And crit fail. So it literally
Thank
fucking
God.
like stumbles on itself and it says, "Don't worry, Bigby, I'll sell you up."
Did it hurt
Just
himself?
knock him out, please. I feel too bad now.
Does he
Bigby, what are
hurt
you doing? You
himself?
just saw this goblin like try to like, and these other two goblins have died.
Bigby has a face of mixed emotion, but like he takes out his dagger and makes a non-lethal blow. Which, how did Phelan do it? The non-lethal blows with the dagger?
You just announce it, and then you use the dagger as an attack. So,
Yeah.
with a crossbow, it would be a disadvantage.
No,
so
wait.
I would
Come
recommend
on. I meant to click.
dagger. I think dagger has the same modifier, so we can keep that roll if you want. Let me check. Yeah, it has the same modifier. So in
Okay.
that case,
Just pretend that
hit,
it was a dagger.
you hit, but you need to roll dagger damage, not crossbow damage. So dagger damage would be 1d4 plus 2.
Uh,
So you can just roll on the chat if you don't want to do it through the like character sheet. So to do that, just type in the chat /R 1d4 plus 2.
I think I did it.
Oh, yeah, you go. Yeah, you make it go down non-lethally. It's still alive. This one though is dead. And removing these two from here because they're like straight up dead. But yeah, this guy comes in, is just like, ah! And like, yeah, you hear like the alarm is being sounded though, and clearly there's like some like more voices of goblins up ahead, being like, ah, what happened? What's going on?
I mean, she knocked out all of them.
Literally.
No, there were two over there at the dam.
But it's
Sorry,
gonna take a second for them
my
to
dog's
get
barking,
there.
Sorry. Shh.
Oh, don't worry.
It's
So
gonna take them
I
like
think
a solid second.
is that your turn, Bigby? Do you stand up at least? Because you're prone right now.
Yeah, he knocks them out and like he stands up to greet his friends.
So when you're prone, you're basically on the ground, and people have advantage hitting you with melee weapons when you're prone. But people with ranged weapons have disadvantage hitting you. So sometimes dropping low on the ground is a good tactic if you're fighting archers or things like that. The only thing is, during your turn, to get out of prone, you have to use half your movement speed. So in this case, you use 15 feet of movement speed to get back up, and you only have 15 feet left to move somewhere. If you want to move, that is.
Yeah, he knocks the person out and he spends the rest of his move like getting up.
Okay. So you just get up and that's it. Phelan, what are you doing?
I stealth back. After smiling at Biggie, I'm so glad we found you, I'm so glad you're okay, then I just stealth and, hide myself. But you can just roll stealth.
Bigby smiles shyly. He's like, no problem.
Okay. Fail.
The first time.
Yes! I mean, I shouldn't be failing, I should be fail in.
It is not
Well,
too late
you're
for
not-
Bigby to become chaotic evil on you.
After what happened, probably. So, Phelan, what you failed to hide. Do you do anything else?
I moved a little bit back Wait, I'm having trouble with the map. Like here, this is
Yep.
and stay there
All right. Cool.
because I'm a rogue.
Zilla,
I'm
what?
squishy,
Yeah, you stay back. Zilla, what are you doing?
and
You know that like there's.
I can still see the here the entrance
Yeah, you
from
can.
here. Okay.
So, Zilla, if you don't want to go and chase after like the voices that were in the room, one thing that somebody can do as a move is hold an action. So you can say, "I hold an action to do this when this thing triggers." So, for example, you could be standing there in the cave and say, "I hold an action to shoot when I see an enemy come by." And that's something that you can do during your turn. So, do you want to go for that? Okay, cool. So, that's gonna be your turn. And you see Klingnock like lick at Sildar and just shake his head. Actually, I think he's close enough to have heard anything that happened.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna hold Sildar right on top of this cliff, next to the like a bunch of like pikes underneath, and say out loud, "Hey, you! Whoever you are! If you come one step closer, or hurt one more of my men, I chuck the pretty noble boy down this flight of stairs. I mean, down this cliff. Do you want that to happen? I don't think so. I'm gonna do it."
Will he die if that happens?
He looks very fucking sick and broken up, so likely.
Can Phelan see the Klingnock from over there?
At the very from over here, yes, you'll be able to see him with your dark vision.
Yeah.
And you hear like the human guy groan like, "Ugh, just let me die."
Wait, hold on. Bigby, like, comes up to his view. I have an idea. Bigby comes up to this view, like, acting, like, exhausted, like he just caught from battle, like, oh god, it was brutal. You have to help me. Please, they're right over there. Leave the damn human, please. Trying his best to, like, act.
Do me a deception roll.
Look. Oh, please be good. Please be a good roll.
Don't jinx me.
Okay.
That's history. Roll again.
Oh my god,
Break
my
a leg.
big fat fingers.
Your like roll 20 browser is pretty bad. I'm gonna lie. I'm so sorry.
My fat fucking fingers. Lord.
It's just that he looks at you, Bigby, and he's like, at this point, I'm gonna say we're out of initiative for the time being, because while you're hearing wolves and stuff, there's no current enemies coming your way.
And the other two
Maybe
goblins
in a
didn't
while.
hear the horn then?
Oh, I mean, you don't know what happened, but we're out of initiative roll because the goblin is not attacking you right now. You know, but yeah, like I would say you would know that these caves have quite a lot of echo going through, so it's likely that people heard the alarm. But yeah, as you guys get here, Klingnock looks at you, Bigby, and he's like, says, "Ah, you want me to help you, right? Sure. And I need you, Bigby, to do me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh lord.
Oh lord.
That's Constitution.
Lord, my fat fingers.
Are you doing this with your like fingers on your phone?
On my tablet.
Got it. I'm afraid that you get hit with a crossbow. Hand crossbow. He pulled it. Actually, since we're doing a western, I'm gonna say this was straight up a pistol.
Oh,
Oh.
Bigby is overwhelmed with this foreign pain as he basically buckles over.
Take 8 damage. Are you up?
I'm at 10 hit points, so probably not.
But no, if you are at 10 hit points, you take 8, you have 2, so you're still holding up.
But
Barely.
you're looking very rough.
Yep. You guys hear this shot throughout the cave. As Klingnock says, I knew there was something weird about you. Some random fresh meat comes in this cave without a clan, with no idea what Cragmaw Castle even is. And then this happens. You're not fooling me. You came here for this human noble wannabe, didn't you? You're some kind of goblin traitor.
Bigby lifts his head up and spits in his direction. It's like, don't call me a traitor. I don't even know that fucking human.
If you're not in initiative anymore, can I try to shoot Klingnock from over where I am?
Sure, go for it.
I'm not in stealth though. So, can I use a bonus action to stealth first, to hide first?
Yeah, you can do that. It's gonna be a surprise round all over again, basically.
Okay, nice.
You're hidden.
Okay, so 2 short bows for advantage.
Second one hits.
Okay, and short bow and sneak. Because I'm too worried about Bigby to wait any longer because I saw that he was hurt.
If you had done just 1 more damage, you would have killed him instantly. As it stands, you literally, out of nowhere, 2 arrows shoot into fucking Klingnock, and he just stumbles back. He lets go of Sildar, who crashes onto the ground, and he's just like, ugh, ugh, just like, he spits blood, and he, like, is, like, just, like, a little bit of afar from Sildar. I think we're gonna have to roll initiative again. For Klingnock.
He's at 1 HP. Do we really got you?
We gotta just to see if he goes first before you
We
guys.
sneeze in direction, he's dead. So are we keeping the same turn order?
We're gonna, like, I need to see what Phelan and, Zilla roll
I
for
rolled
initiative.
6.
Okay, so you got a 6. Big B, what do you get?
Let me pull up my sheet.
10. If you want to just roll
there
a
it is.
dice, because things are hard, like, I could just input
There.
the number for you. Okay, cool. 13. Cool. In that case, Bigby, you go first. You see Klingnock has been seriously injured. Do you shoot him?
Big B looks at him with like mixed emotions, and he decides not to. Just says like, and just like goes and calls to his friends. Just like, it's clear.
Alright. You also got the ability to heal yourself if you want to. But
Oh
yes.
yeah, definitely cure wounds. Cure wounds on myself.
Alright, so your wounds close up. Roll for the HP you get back up. Yeah, you're back up to full. Well, actually, no, you're back up to almost full because you got 8
So like
HP.
9.
Yeah, you're back up to 9. And Klingnak seems to be completely stunned at you, like, closing your wounds like that. As soon after he shot you, you know? Klingnak is going to try and shoot, he's gonna try and shoot, well, Phelan is... Zilla is there, Phelan's there. He sees that Bigby isn't attacking. He's not able to see where the shot come from, but because he sees Zilla, he's gonna try and shoot at Zilla.
Oh
No, my baby boy.
no!
Yep. So this is gonna be short bow, but really it's like, it's pistol again. 16 should hit Zilla. So Zilla, you get 5 piercing damage. You get shot. Baby lizard got shot.
Oh no!
Ooh, if I wasn't a pacifist.
And he struggles his way behind this rock, trying to get some cover. He is at half cover, so you have disadvantage hitting him. That's something that you can
Bigby
do
wasn't a
in
pacifist.
D&D. Something you can do in D&D is you can use items to like get full cover or half cover. The rock is half cover, pretty much.
And I think, if I remember correctly, when she was in the Critical Role campaign, what was Laura that's playing the ranger she could ignore that.
Yeah, as a ranger, you have some abilities like that.
Yeah, cool.
Cover
I don't
isn't
have
played. Cover isn't played too much in many games of D&D, so like that's why the ranger has some issues with that. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, Zilla got hurt, but you're not dead, thankfully. Phelan, what are you doing?
I'm stealthing again.
Okay. Are you coming close? Because there's no way you can aim at him from there. You need to get closer.
Yeah, I'm coming closer.
Well, it's because he's currently 10 feet above hidden, so unless you get onto his level, like it's gonna be impossible to aim at him, because he wasn't as close to the edge now.
Okay, so, I can move 30 feet, right? Or something.
Yeah. So you can go like this, to the top of the stairs.
Okay, and I still stay hidden.
Yes, with that stealth level, yeah. I'll move you there.
Okay. I can still attack with that, right? Or not? Or was that my action?
Yeah, you can still attack. No, moving is something that you have. It would take your action if you dashed, but you didn't.
Okay, so I attack him again with a disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Or I just roll once.
Well, you're
I'm
stealth, so you roll once, yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't get sneak attack, I think.
I
You don't get
miss.
sneak attack. Alright. You miss.
Yeah.
I think we skipped Zilla, because I think Zilla came after Bigby, and we didn't do Zilla. So, Zilla, what are you doing? You got shot by this guy, and then he hit. Do you have anything you want to do? Do you want to get close and stab him? Alright, so you have movement speed of 30 feet. So you can get all the way up the stairs here and try and shoot him. And if you get at this corner here, you should be able to shoot him without the cover mechanism, because you'll be able to peer from behind the rock.
Go for it!
Finish it off!
Or you can sass him. Whatever you want to do.
Burn him to death, sass him to death.
Please sass him to death! Shame him to death!
Shame.
Alright, so click on Vicious Mockery, because that's the sass one.
Like you
He
dirty
needs to
ass,
do a
musty ass.
wisdom saving
Like
throw.
you dirty, musty
It
ass goblin.
fails!
Yes!
Okay, Zilla, I need to know. I need to know what
How
you're
do you want
doing
to do
to, like,
this?
murder him. I need to know how you murder. What kind of JoJo pose is this? I need to know what's going on here. Give me the best of JoJo poses you can find. I believe in you. Are you like Jotaro Kujo, like Star Platinum or?
This is the best campaign.
I love this!
I'm waiting for a gift, my dude. I want to know what's going on. I
Give
need to
us the
know how this
glory.
ends.
Please tell us. This is so cool.
The anticipation is killing me.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yes! So is the does that. The goblin just looks at Zilla not knowing what the fuck is going on, and then suddenly his eyes stop and then go to the back of his skull. And he starts coughing blood and drops onto the ground dead.
Yes! We did it!
Wow, you instantly cut out as soon as you started it.
I think as that happens, you guys are mostly up above when you hear the sound of wolves moving through the cave now. And 2 more goblins coming up.
Uh-oh.
One with a sword and one with a bow. I'm gonna roll initiative for them and we're gonna keep your initiative turn. Klingnuck is dead.
By JoJo.
By JoJo. Alright. So, I think they all rolled better initiative than you. So they're all gonna come through. Let me roll for the wolves. Shit. Oh, thank God, because Big B gets a chance to run away. Because that would have been... that would have been catastrophe.
Lethal.
Very much.
I want
So
to
this
try and see if
goblin-
I can play like paint, like in paint victim again.
Sure, but I don't think... actually, yeah, you got a point. Because you're there.
You're a goblin.
Yeah, they don't
You're also
know that
dressed
you
in-
were betraying them.
Yeah, you're also
So-
dressed in their clothes.
Yeah, they don't know you were betraying them, so they're just like...
Yeah,
one
so,
of the goblins comes past you, is like, where are they? Oh, they're up there! We're getting there, don't worry! He just starts going here, but he had to dash, so Phelan, you're not, like, attacked. And then the other one comes in, and he's like, I got you, little bro! And, comes
Big-
forward and tries to shoot Phelan as well.
Okay, dex save.
And fails.
Oh, okay, fails.
No, it's not. It's no dex save. The only one I made a dex save for was when the goblin up top shot.
Okay.
But yeah, and that ends a turn. Big B, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Big B like pretends to double over in pain, like he still had gotten shot, and is like, brothers, please help me.
Alright. I'm gonna give you that as a free action. They believe you because you got introduced to them before. But what else do you do?
Yeah, what else should I do?
I mean, if you want to just not do anything and you want to stay pacifist, like, I get it. You can.
Yeah, I'm
You-
just like keep acting and just be pacifist.
Alright, cool. The wolves come in. They, like, the goblin tells them not to attack you, Big B. and they start moving up the stairs. Wolves have, let me check wolves stats. Speed of 40 feet. So the wolf that was here would have been able to get all the way up here. So this one over here tries to bite Phelan as well. And it has advantage because of a wolf thing, so. 13 still misses, though.
Yes, I have AC 14.
Cool. And the other wolf gets past, like it jumps right above your head and lands next to Zilla. And tries to attack Zilla. Ah, fuck.
Ay.
I'm sorry, Zilla, buddy. I think you're getting hit. I think you're down.
Oh no. Oh no!
Alright.
Uh-oh, it's just me. Because Bigby's a pacifist.
Yeah, this is rough. You know what? I'm not gonna do that because I feel like this is gonna.
You know
lead
what?
to
You know
TPK.
what's
Yep.
screw it. Like, cause Bigby, like he wants to be a pacifist, but he knows he physically can't be a pacifist always. So as soon as he
Yeah, and-
sees Zilla start going down, he about to kill.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So,
He's a pacifist
Phelan.
unless
You just
his
saw
friends are
Zilla
hurt.
go down. What are you doing, Phelan? You just saw Zilla go down.
I don't know. I'm like flanked by everyone.
Yeah, it's not.
You're-
It's not pretty.
You got two wolves on the side of you and a goblin in front of you.
Can I just grab my. Can I move over here? And
You have a bonus action disengage option, and
okay, I
also
forgot.
isn't your rogue scout ability something pretty special? Like,
I'm level 1. I can only get scout specialization at level 3, I think.
alright. So in that case, no, my bad.
And
But yeah, you
I
can
only-
bonus action disengage.
Okay, bonus action disengage. That's what?
That's just bonus action disengage. Just means you can move away without the enemy attacking you
As an
and
opportunity.
having an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Come on.
so I move up here as a disengage
Cool.
bonus action, and then
Yep.
Shoot the wall that's nearest to me.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. 14.
Cool. So, the arrow hits. Who are
Okay.
you shooting it at?
At this wall here.
Cool. Do damage. Without sneak attack. That's still pretty good. The wolf is very hurt. Doesn't go down yet. And yeah, that's your turn. Give me a second. I'm doing something here. I'm doing a special thing.
The other two goblins. No wait. They were
Oh!
here. Never mind.
No, this is something much more special than that.
Sildar
Uh,
Winter.
You'll find out. So,
Let me just take a note that I disengage and so on.
yeah. So, as you see the wolf hurt but not quite go down, you see, like, you start losing faith, seeing that Bigby isn't doing much, and Zilla is down. But all of a sudden, you also see a shard of ice fling itself through the air and go to hit this goblin over here.
Oh, thank God.
And this is what happens.
Alchemy!
Alchemy to the
Alchemy
rescue!
drops in. But through this corner, he hits with Ice Knife. He does 2 damage to the goblin. And then the shard of ice explodes. And the goblin and the 2 wolves have to do a dexterity saving throw. So,
He did
first
the
one
most badass
fails.
move and he isn't even here.
First one fails and literally the wolf dies. Second one crit fails
Nice!
and takes like double the damage, so it's very hurt. And the goblin saves, but you know,
Perfect music, by the way, for this.
perfect use of Ice Knife. Yeah, I know, it's one of my favorite spells.
Of music. Of music.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ice Knife also is
Also,
badass.
Alchemy probably heard
It's a
the
good
horn
spell.
and went in
Yeah.
to check if we were okay.
Yeah, he came in to save you guys because he
Yay,
saw
he's
like
so nice.
shit was going down. So, we have 1 wolf dead.
Wolf 1 is
We
dead.
we have a goblin that has taken some damage but is still up, and the second wolf is heavily injured. And this goblin over here in a corner is doing fine, but it sees alchemy and it tries to hit it because fuck, you know? So, give me a sec. Unfortunately, you hit alchemy.
Oh no.
And doesn't do any damage. It does 5 damage, but alchemy stays up. So, I'm gonna remove the water sounds, by the way. It's been here for a while. You guys are not near the water anymore.
Okay.
And then the other goblin tries to go for Phelan and hit you.
Let's see.
That fails.
Fails. Yes, I'm 14. Whew.
Alright.
I dodge out of the, I crunch my body like to the left. I shift my body to the left. So he misses.
Alright. Yep. So, Bigby, what are you doing?
And his scimitar goes to the stone wall behind me.
Can I use 2 weapons at the same time?
It depends on the type of weapon. If it's a light weapon, you can use a second one as a bonus action.
Because
But
I
as
want
of
to.
currently, I don't think you... You have a dagger, so you could use 2 daggers if you wanted to. I'd say the goblins have given you a dagger.
No, I was going to be like, I use the light crossbow to hit the goblin near Faerun and use the dagger and try to throw it to the one near alchemy.
Unfortunately, you don't have a hand crossbow. If you had a hand crossbow, you could have done that. But
Okay.
as it goes, you can use 2 daggers or you can use your crossbow.
Okay, I guess I'll use the crossbow.
You could pick up the rifle that Klingnok had, but it would need you to move.
Nah, he'll use the light crossbow.
Okay. Cool. Who are you shooting?
I guess I'm just doing Faerun because that one's the most insight.
Fair enough. Do an attack roll with the crossbow. That fortunately hits.
And
That guy had less armor than the other one. Yeah, you kill it.
Nice.
plop. He gets literally crossbowed in the back as Phelan is about to get hit. And you like give Phelan a little thumbs up, I guess.
Thank you, Bigby. You're the best.
Bigby sort of has like a dark look in his eyes as he's like already looking for the next target.
Oh damn, Bigby's gone evil.
Bigby's gone all Mama Bear.
The wolf sees shit going down and starts trying to protect its back. It's very hurt, but it tries to go for Bigby.
Oh.
And fails.
Bigby dodges.
Zilla, you're down. I need you to do me a death save. Now, the way you do it is on your sheet, you should see, well, basically, you roll a d20, and if you go above 10, you saved. So, in your case, you can just do /r space d20, and we should see if you survive or not. Whoa! Zilla, you know what that means? You critted. That means you wake up with 1 hit point.
Nice.
You have 1 hit point and you're back up. You're gonna have to wait your turn till you do something. So, Phelan, you just see there's still a wolf and there's still an archer far back fighting alchemy.
I shoot at the wolf.
Okay. That hits. Roll damage. I mean, how am I kidding? You even got sneak attack. You kill this thing.
Okay.
Do you want to move?
I want to hide first and then move towards the second goblin.
Nice.
Okay, stealth.
Cool. Yeah, so roll stealth. You are very clunky, but you can still move.
Okay, I'm gonna like not towards. I'm gonna move here. No, that's too dangerous. I'm gonna move toward on top of the wolf. Like, ha! I killed it. And look towards the goblin and smirk at him. Like, see, I'm gonna kill you too. Just wait.
Okay. In that case, it's Alchemy's turn, who's going to try and attack the fat gobbo in front of him. And just reduce his spell slots. And this is gonna be, let's see what he's got. I think he is going to. He's gonna try and. What other weapons does he have? Nothing cool. Yeah, he's gonna use this and make the goblin do an intelligence save. Cool. The goblin saves.
Oh, nice. Oh no.
So he's trying to melt his brain, and the goblin is just like manages to shrug it off. I guess he found like one that's smart. Which leaves it to the goblin, who tries to attack him again, but fails. Bigby, what are you doing? There's one goblin left.
Bigby instantly like locks eyes with it and like hits with its like light crossbow.
Nice.
You hit. You kill it.
He
He
locks eyes with the goblin, and as the goblin's face is contorted, he doesn't even blink as he hits him with the crossbow, hitting it square in the forehead.
Whoa. Shit. Nice. Alright. It is down. And you guys are out of initiative. And the music ended just at the right moment. Alright.
Bigby like sort of crumbles down on the ground, and you can see tears running down his face as he like goes inside his armor and like grabs his cross to clutch it.
Yep. You notice there's basically like 6 goblin corpses in here? 2 wolves dead? Klingnuck is fucked behind that rock, and Sildar seems to be semi-passed out.
I immediately.
Bigby has
Yeah, go ahead.
you what?
Go ahead.
Bigby like has a Bigby stays like that for a while. Just you can almost hear like I'm sorry, please, I'm sorry, until he finally seems to like calms down and like instantly rushes over to Zilla to like do cure wounds.
I think you're out of spell slots for that.
Ah, he just instantly
But
rushes to Zilla and like try to see like what's wrong.
yeah,
While
you
Phelan
guys
does the
have a
same to the
thing.
guy that's hurt, the human.
All right. Yeah, the human seems to be conscious. He's just passed out. You feel like if you give it some time, if you give him some time to recover, he probably will come to again. You guys have an option here you can do. There is a thing called a short rest. There's 2 types of rests you can take in this game. The first is a short rest. When you do that, you can roll your hit die and recover health. And some people recover other things. Like, for example, Bigby, I'm pretty sure you're a cleric of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you should have a thing called channel divinity. Or don't you? Let me check. Disciple of life. Oh, no, you don't have it yet. You get it at level 2, my bad. So you don't have anything in this moment. I think Zilla gets some stuff back from a short rest. Let me see. Bardic Inspiration, probably. Um, no, Bardic Inspiration is also long rest. Okay, so none of you have things that you gain back except for health, which is useful in this case. And all you gotta do is take a rest for 1 hour in a location you choose. Obviously, taking rest has some dangers to it. For example, if you're in a cave full of people that might attack you, um, you might get attacked if you spend 1 hour doing nothing in a corner of it, you know? But aside from that, you like could probably take a short rest here.
Okay,
You could
how
probably
about
exit the
everyone
cave.
else takes a short rest, and while they're taking the short rest, since I think I'm completely okay, I stay aware, or like I'm on the
Stay
watch.
hidden.
Stay hidden and on watch.
Short rests you can all be on watch because you're not sleeping. You're just
Okay,
resting. So you're just
then I'm
sitting. You
just
know.
like I don't know how to say this. I'm watching for anything dangerous that might come
Sounds good.
their way, and
So
I also
you
loot
decide to
everything.
take a rest inside this cave and recover your strength, pretty much. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, so I know it hasn't been 3 hours because we started 30 minutes late. But I'm thinking
This
of
is a good
calling it
place to
today
stop. Yes.
because yeah, because when Sildar wakes up, you're gonna get some information that's kind of important, and I feel like the other 2 could benefit from being there,
Hmm?
and we can just catch them up to speed a lot better about what happened with everything, you know?
Okay. Before we stop, I loot everything and try to get my arrows back.
Okay. Yeah, you get a shit ton of arrows between the
You
goblins here.
have infinite arrows.
Almost.
You
So
have
as
like
soon as
you
as soon as a
find 80. Yep.
as soon
As
as a
soon as what?
boss fight happens, like they're just gonna be like arrow after damn arrow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You find 80 arrows amongst the goblins. You find one pistol on Klingnok with 40 pistol ammo. A pistol has the same stats as a hand crossbow, so consider that. And so I don't know, Bigby, if you want to use it, but I don't know if you're proficient in hand crossbow.
Well,
Uh,
he's been attacking with canned crossbow all this time.
I've been attacking with
Um,
like a light crossbow.
Oh,
light
okay.
crossbow's different. I need to see. Oh no, because simple weapons and hand crossbow is a martial weapon. It's not a simple weapon,
Okay.
unfortunately. Um, so you are not proficient at a pistol, unfortunately. Some other people are. I think
It would have been
Zilla
out of his
is.
character anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Zilla, you're proficient with hand crossbow, so if you want to use a pistol, you can use it. You can pick it up. You have a gun.
Zilla the comedian having a whole Glock.
He wants it. He wants it. I give it to him.
Alright, so I'm gonna add to your character sheet that you now have a hand crossbow, and I'm gonna change the name so that it shows pistol, pretty much. Oh, you already have the hand crossbow proficiency. So yeah. Oh wait, why isn't it showing up? God damn it. Did it go on some other character sheet? I hope not. Give me a sec. There's a lot to figure out here. Give me that. It didn't work. It's not working. Come on. I guess I'll maybe if I reload the page, it'll make it easier. But basically, with a hand crossbow, here's what you can do. You can shoot someone with a hand crossbow and then throw a dagger at them, which is pretty fun to do. Yeah, it works now. So I'm gonna rename this hand pistol, and I'm gonna give you 40
Pistol ammo.
pistol ammo. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you should keep track when you use crossbow bolts or ammo and like make them scale down. You should have the resources on your character sheet. So yeah, you get the hand pistol from Klingnok.
Yeah.
Between all of the goblins, you find about I'd say 50 silver pieces and 10 gold pieces.
Nice.
We rolling though.
Like
Yeah.
2 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces to each of us.
Yeah, pretty much. And you also see Sildar. Let me see if there's anything else in this cave. Well, there's a bunch of leather armor. It's pretty stinky. And a bunch of like short bows and shields and scimitars.
Oh
If
yeah,
you
I
need
almost
them.
forgot. Bigby like immediately like takes off that leather armor and starts to go back in his regular clothes.
Yep. All right. Anything else you guys want to do before we call it today?
He like takes off his stinky armor, puts back his clothes, then goes back to his catatonic state. Like he just needed that second to get off these piss-colored clothes.
And Phelan stays
Piss-colored.
aware, or whatever the word is.
Mm-hmm.
Watching for danger as the others rest.
Sounds good. So, just before we finish off, I want you all to roll me your hit dice, which will determine how much health you get back. So, on your character sheet, you should have right below current hit points and temporary hit points. There should be a hit dice thing, and you see there's only one. That's because you're only level 1. So, if you click on hit dice, you roll them. And yeah, Daniel, that means you get 7 hit points back from your short rest. So that's pretty good because that means you're back to full, pretty much.
And I think I don't need to roll hit dice because I'm still completely healthy.
If you're still at full health, you don't need to. One thing, when you use a hit die, you consume it, and you only replenish it after a long rest.
Okay, so
So
I'm saving
because
it.
now you're level, yeah. Because now you're level 1, you only get 1, and you get more for each level you gain. So at level 5, you will have 5 hit dice, and you can choose how many you roll during a short rest to get back your health. Pretty much, that's how it works.
But
So
yeah,
yeah,
you totally
I don't know
Skyrim
if
this.
yeah, you really fucked up these goblins. Like, it's like, huh? What was that? Must have been something. I used to be an adventurer like you.
But then I took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Good session, guys. I'm very proud of you. You did good.
It was an amazing session. Can't wait to write the diary.
I can't believe Zilla got a Glock. He's just gonna shoot people.
Oh, the puns! The puns!
Oh my, the JoJo posing. I'm not getting over the JoJo posing.
Best JoJo posing ever.
Oh my god. Alright. Guys, I'm about to like pass out now. I'm
Okay.
like pretty spent. But thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna write in summary so people know what happened and yep.
Okay.
Thank you again. Peace out now.
See you next
Bye
Monday.
bye.
Bye.
Yep. See ya.